Hi everyone, Nutmeg here. It is Sunday, December 15th, 2024. I hope you're all doing great. A little focus on the light for the light worker. And then as we focus up here, what I'm noticing today is how many empty nests there are in the forest. So there's one there, one there, one there. Okay, I'm going to turn this. Whoops. Sorry about that dizzy little swirl there. Let's just take a walk. Because the reason this is so metaphoric right now is today, December 15th, being the full moon. Full moon being all about release. And the idea that all of these birds created, another one there. There's one way back here. They're everywhere. I'm sure I'm missing them. Sorry for the swirl again. All right. Full moon is all about release. And it's the last full moon of 2024. And 2024 being a universal year of 8. Which is all about manifesting and creating the life that you want to see, and just the power of your thoughts and your own divinity and connection to God that is found within. So this is a really powerful time. So this is also the last week of fall. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're going to have the winter solstice in just less than a week. And the full moon is also in Gemini. So let's think about the sign of Gemini. Like on the surface, of course, you may be seeing a lot of changes to your relationships over the 2024 and maybe having to release relationships or be considering releasing relationships that no longer serve either you or the other person. So certainly there's that focus, but on a deeper collective consciousness level, what's great and astounding about the twins, their kind of superpower, the Gemini sign archetype, is that because they are twins, they realize both the duality and the oneness of everything. So they are two individuals of a pair. They know consciously they are different, but there are so many aspects of them that are the same as their twin that there's a oneness there. And it's almost so natural for the twin to kind of see the oneness of everything. And the reason that this is important is we're going to be going into a universal year universal 9 in 2025. And that's the last year of a cycle. And the last year of a cycle is a real spiritual number, in that it has the capacity, when one's heart is open, to make decisions for oneself and therefore the collective consciousness, to be the best version of themselves, and to do that in such a way that they're helping others by using their gifts in whatever way that means, because we all contribute in our own special ways. So as the light worker is finishing a 9-year cycle, and this is the last couple weeks of the universal year 8, and we have this powerful ability to release, and I'm also coming to 1 year of kind of documenting how the nature cycles go along with our own human cycles. This focus on the empty nest is, remember that just like the bird, it spent a season where it was comfortable, it raised its youth, it hopefully managed to survive the season, it witnessed the season, but it had no problem leaving that nest when it was time to grow even further. So just like the light worker journey or the human experience, it's constantly seasons of transmutation. And we realize that we're all the same, just experiencing the seasons differently, just like all of these trees would have. Some had birds in it, some didn't. The shape of them is all different. But their beauty is that they exist individually, having their own consciousness, but it's all for the better of the forest. And they don't care if they're crooked, if they're bent, if they're rigid, bushy, needly. It's just who they are, and so should we emulate that. So here we are on December 15th on this full moon. You really have the power to co-create with your divinity, so take time to think about the things that no longer resonate with you, that you want to release. Leave that nest, and the point is to focus on the path ahead of you and what you do actually want to create, because the 8, the number of manifestation, this last little powerful time, focus on what you do want to see. Here we just have a fallen tree, but if I go to this side, as I trip, here we have a dragon with the eye and all, and the body, and this fiery tail. It's the year of the dragon. So use your power to really release and create space for what you do want to create coming up in 2025. There's beauty in letting things fall away. There's beauty in the bareness of the last week of the fall season in preparation for the winter solstice here in the northern hemisphere, and in southern hemisphere they're preparing for summer and getting ready to take action on the seeds they decided to plant in the spring. And right there is the example of the duality and oneness of all, because we've got humanity experiencing 2 different seasons at once. So the duality of summer and winter in collective consciousness experiencing at the same time. There is no duality. It's simply different versions of one thing, just like there is no difference between us. It's just we're experiencing consciousness in a different way, just like these trees. I love you lots, my fellow nuts and light workers. Take some time to breathe. For us going into the winter cavern, get comfy, cozy, and burn the things that are weighing you down in preparation for the next season. I love you lots. Mwah. Take care.